In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 best ways of proving triangles congruent. So let's get ready to ask learn. What is this darn symbol? Well, this darn symbol is congruent. You might be thinking, S-Learn, I'm trying to learn math, not be a walking dictionary. But congruent means the same thing as similar. So, let's say that segment AB is congruent to segment CD. It would be written like this. That would mean that segment AB has a similar shape and size as segment CD. Let's talk about the first way of proving triangles congruent. Let's say we have 2 triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Let's say that segment AB is congruent to segment DE. And let's also say that segment BC is congruent to EF. Lastly, let's say that segment AC is congruent to segment DF. If we know that all the sides of a triangle are congruent, then the triangles are congruent. So, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This way of proving triangles congruent is called SSS, or side, side, side. If we can prove all sides of the triangle congruent, then the triangles are congruent. Now let's take a look at another way of proving triangles congruent. Let's say that we have 2 triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Let's say that segment AB is congruent to segment DE. Let's also say that segment AC is congruent to segment DF. Now, let's also say that angle A is congruent to angle D. If we know that 2 sides of a triangle are congruent and the angle in between them are congruent, then we can prove these 2 triangles congruent. So, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This method is called SAS, or side angle side. Now let's take it at an important lesson to know when using side angle side. When you're using side angle side, you have to make sure that the congruent angle is between the 2 congruent sides. So, in this example, the angle is between the sides. So this would be correct. But in the second example, the angle is not between the 2 congruent sides. So this would be incorrect. So you must make sure whenever you're using side angle side, the angle must be between 2 congruent sides. Now let's look at the last way of proving triangles congruent. Let's say we have 2 triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Let's say that angle A is congruent to angle D. Let's also say that angle C is congruent to angle F. Now lastly, let's say that segment AC is congruent to segment DF. Now, if we know that 2 angles are congruent and the side in between them are also congruent, then the triangles are congruent. So, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. This method is called ASA, or angle side angle. Now, there's something you need to remember and always know when using angle side angle. When you use angle side angle, the congruent side must always be between the two congruent angles. So this example is correct because the side is in between the two congruent angles. Now this example is incorrect because the side is not between the two congruent angles. So remember, whenever you use angle side angle, the side should always be between the two angles. Now we know that if all the sides of a triangle are congruent, then we can use side, side, side. And if two sides are congruent and the angle between them are congruent, we can use side, angle, side. And if two angles are congruent and the sides in between them are also congruent, we can use angle, side, angle.